salivary gland. In this case, and this is up close, this is a little farther away. You can see the real light areas. Those are the mucus acini. They're pointing to the ones that look like marshmallows. The dark patches are the serous acini. And anytime you have an excretory duct, it's going to look like a long white tube. This is kind of an excretory duct, but in the other direction, and I would never ever point to that on a test because that's just weird. Yes, it is an excretory duct, but it's too hard to tell at this point for you guys. But this one, you can definitely tell me that that's an excretory duct as opposed to stroma or a trabeculae, right? Because this is a salivary gland. So it's got to have ducts to get stuff out. Okay. And then here's up close. So the really white ones are mucus acini. The dark ones are serous, more serious acini. And these are kind of in between, so I think that's not really nice. But that's definitely whitish, bubbly. That would be a good one. Anything in here would be fair game for mucus. This is definitely serous. Serous, that's a good one. None of those are fair for excretory duct. I don't like that slide at all. Never mind. Stomach of a dog. Yeah, can't tell. That's a weird one. This is definitely the stomach, but I think that's the slide that we already had. You can see the crypts, or the gastric pits is what they're called. The indents along the wall there. All right, at the bottom. Well, we can't see it well enough. That's again a weird slide. We'll mask it out. The chief cells are going to be the really dark ones. The parietal cells are going to be the pink puffy ones. Our slides are better, right? Because you can definitely tell the difference better in our slides. In the muscle, in the stomach, we have 3 layers of muscle. That's important because that's the only part of the GI tract that has 3 layers. So here's one direction, here's another direction, and this is a third direction. So the muscularis externa is 3 different fiber directions. Okay, small intestines. So these are the intestinal glands, or crypts of Lieberkühns. Okay, and then this is that line. And then below that line, these are the duodenal or Brunner's glands. So know which ones are above the line, know which ones are below the line. And the line is going to be a pink because it's muscle, it's just really crazy thin. Okay, this is small intestines, lamina propria. So these are the duodenal or Brunner's glands. This is that muscularis mucosa. This whole thing is the plica circularis. Any tissue below this epithelial tissue, this one cell thick on the outside, down to the submucosa, so anything in here is the lamina propria. Can't see it that well on this one, but they're kind of pointing to it here. I'll show you on a better one. Here they're showing that pink line, and where it's below, this is the Brunner's glands, or the duodenal glands. That was weird, too up close to really be able to tell what it was for you guys. Here's that muscularis mucosa. It's going to be a different color. Glands above it, intestinal glands, or crypts of Lieberkühns, but intestinal glands is fine. And below it, these are Brunner's glands or duodenal glands, because there's the pink line. Always look for the pink line. The dark intestinal glands, the pink line would be right there at the bottom. And This doesn't have duodenal glands underneath that pink line because this isn't the duodenum. But it's got this big, dark, purpley Easter egg looking shaped structure. That's a Peyer's patch. This is the ileum. Not the greatest picture because you can't see the color, but usually you can see the color real well. Okay, the villi, finger-like structures. Okay, that's about it, I think, on this one. Any questions?